Welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Second and a couple. Now Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Smith. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Smith. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Now they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Goff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Goff on 3rd down. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep with the switch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Smith. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerome Baker, his second sack of the night.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Geno now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Smith now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Play action. It's Smith.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Smith on first down. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Detroit getting set to go now. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on third. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Geno on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by a feet who might have found room.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it's Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd.
And in for the Lions, touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
At the 35-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Again, Smith. Going right back to Fant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the Lions' 42-yard line.
Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Smith. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Trying the left side with Walker. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 26 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
And looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Gibbs straight ahead. Reek Woolen in on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3rd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.